Yeah, I'm back. I had to go ahead on StreamYard this time. So, see what. Yeah, so my apologies. I'm back. I had to take care of some stuff on StreamYard. Um, so now since I'm back on here, my other live was acting crazy. They were buffering me, so I was like, let me go ahead and get down to the get down, okay? So like, this how you know when you're doing the right things and when you're striving to be the better version of you. When you're literally like talking about the real deal and not talking about nothing negative. Um, this is my email. So anybody can email me. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start coming on here and doing my lives now. I'm gonna start doing my lives on here now. So yeah, so that's my email that y'all can reach at me. I check my emails all the time. Like every time I get a chance to, I check my emails. Now, so yeah, I'm gonna be so busy. I'm gonna be so swamped and uh, I got things to take care of, but it's like I said, I have a keto class to go to on Saturday around 10 something, and I'm gonna check that out, see if they all about. I'm gonna call this guy I know that teaches kung fu, and he don't charge that much. I'm gonna see when can I come in and start doing my kung fu over again, because I'm working to be a Sifu in kung fu, and and then after that in Aikido I want to get my black belt so I can teach this, and and then I'm gonna see if either my therapist can help me pay my martial art classes, which is the Aikido and the Kung Fu. I'm gonna pay myself, and then after that, I'm looking to get into Muay Thai. You know what I'm saying? No. You gotta okay. How does go? You gotta be chosen by the spirits first. The ancestral spirits have to choose you. No, and it don't come back with injury. If you're using it for the positivity, it's not gonna hurt you. Because honestly, voodoo is really supposed to be helping out people, services of helping out the people. Pretty much it's like you're a shaman. A lot of people don't even know that. It's like you're a shaman, and the spirits and the ancestral spirits they choose you and they guide you. I'm one of the few that been called upon. Many are called, a few are chosen. I'm one of the ones that's been called upon to go on this journey of Ifa and voodoo, and many other practices. I've been called, like literally. It's a calling. Not everybody's supposed to go through it, but it's a calling that I received. Um, and it goes all the way back to ancient Kemet, which you call Egypt. It goes all the way back to Lemuria, which is Atlantis. I've been called on it. And most of all, I've been called to do martial arts too. Um, and also, I'm already a Reiki master, so it's like I'm already doing that. So now, once I go into the martial arts, that's going to help out. Then I can start teaching. The voodoo part. I've been called to become a priest, and not just any kind of priest either. Um, and I've been called upon to do voodoo, Ifa, and hoodoo. I've been called upon to do those three. So once I get involved in those three, then I have my martial arts, and then I have the channels that I'm working on, then my business. So I'm gonna be really a busy person. I really want to go ahead and follow my natal chart. I gotta follow my natal chart. I have to follow my natal chart as I can't I cannot stress that I have to go by my natal chart now. I've been prolonging it, and I'm about to get back into astrology. I got a lot of things I have to do now, and I'm going to get it all done. I'm still young. I'm only 44. I just turned 44 on the 18th of April. So I can achieve all that in no time. It's just got to be total dedication. So I'm working on it the best way I can. Um, and I'm here to serve and help the people when I get all that done. So I'm gonna be so busy and so moving forward. I'm happy. I'm in a positive place. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to just give back because while I'm still here physically, I want to become legendary, but at the same time, I want people to remember me. And my legacy gonna live on through my children because I'm passing it down to them. So I really want the people to know that I'm here to help change the world as much as I can on my part. I can only do my part. I can't do everybody else's part. So yeah, I've been planning this for a long time, and it took a long time for me to find out what I want to do. And I'm actually going to follow my chart and help out the people. That's where I'm at. Yeah, be legendary for the goodness for the people. That's where I'm at. I can't. I'm not here to see. I'm not on here for self. I'm not on here for self. I'm not on here for just you know what I'm saying. I'm not on here just to become YouTube famous. That's not my goal. My goal is to be up there with the people that I watch. From the Black Witch Yaya to the real Kaya, the Black Conjuring, the Hood Mystics, and all of them. I want to be known like they are, and I want to be able to bring forth happiness and bring forth a good quality of service to others as best way possible. And I want to be able to give back to the human race and also give back to my community, give back to the diaspora. I want to give back to the diaspora and give back to the community, give back to humanity, and to literally become a teacher where people are like, yo, that brother's a great teacher, you know what I'm saying? And his children, he's teaching them to become great teachers too. So I'm passing it down to my children so they can have this legacy. So people can look at them like, dang, his children can do it, because the older I get, the more I know how to pass it down to them, if that make any sense. So this Wednesdays, I just really been thinking about a whole lot, and I really want to give back. So and it saddens me that people don't want to give back and want to change the world and try to change the lives of people and have them be on their path. And that's all I want. I want people to be on that path. If that make any sense. Um, because we've been lied to through religion. We've been lied to by religion. We've been lied to by so many different people. And we, as spiritual beings living a human experience, we haven't reached that full potential yet. And that's all I want to help people do, is reach their full potential of being a better version of themselves. And not to fear, not to have that fear, and knowing that they can accomplish anything that they want to as long as they put their heart, mind, body, and soul into it. That's it. Don't care about nothing that people say negatively. Just keep moving forward and keep on making things happen for themselves and for those that's around them that they can love for. Um, so I have to reach out to Mother Shelley, but y'all see that is my email. I check it every second, every minute, every hour. I check my email. So if you want to send me any messages, I answer them. I'm always checking it. Um, I'm one of them YouTubers that literally answers the emails. I don't let it build up and not answer. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be disrespectful, I ain't gonna answer it. but but if you're positive and I know that you mean well, I will answer. It's all about making things better for us. And this channel, I don't look at it as my channel. I look at it as our channel. But I digress. So the whole thing is, when it come down to the spirit realm, I'm gonna go into that. When it come down to the spirit realm, you have to be aware of where you are at. Sometimes, let me see. see this. Let me see. What do you mean that it's going to be a price that then that you said yes, I need help, but it will be a price to be paid. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? That's what I want to know. What do you mean by that? Hey, Mother Shelley. Hey, Mother Shelley. So yeah, yeah, it's just what it is. What it is. Hold on. I just don't like people in my business when I'm talking. Next door neighbor, they came outside, and I don't like people. I have people listen to my conversations when I'm talking to y'all like that. All right, so I got a little cold still. So here you go. Now I was trying to understand what you mean by that, Beast Magician. What you mean by what you were saying, like about the cost, but it shouldn't be no nothing to be paid, nothing to be paid or whatever. It's like this: if you are being guided, you're protected. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean it depends on what the spirit. When I go into that, it depends on what I'm being told. You get what I'm saying? When I go through that, you'll know when I'm finally fully into it. My whole demeanor probably would change, and I probably will be more. But you'll know. That's why Mother Shelley and everybody else that watches me, they know that I'm actually been working on going through that. So when I'm finally there, when I'm actually a certified, what I mean, practitioner, you'll know because I will be totally still myself. But as much as I take things serious when they come down to the spirit realm, you'll see me take it even more seriously than anything because I don't play about the spirit realm. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. So when the spirit tell me or the ancestral spirit tell me like, no, don't worry about it. They don't have to work. I'm not going to, I'm going to go ahead and go by what they tell me. If it's needed, if you really do need it, that's how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I noticed that people use it for finding. I don't want to use it for that. If the ancestral spirit is telling me that the person don't have to do it, then I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to charge that if they tell me not to do it. Now they tell you that you have to do something, you gotta go by it. From what I'm being told, you're gonna have to go by what they say, word for word. Because my godfather in Ifa, he gave me a reading years ago, and I went through everything he said, word for word. And next thing you know, stuff started happening. You know, if y'all don't mind, I'll tell you a story, right? I was dating this young lady. I was 34 one time. That was 10 years ago. Dang, that was 10 years ago. I was dating this young lady. I was 34. Her name was Danielle. Now I never date a light bright, meaning light skinned girl. Never date a light skinned girl. But Danielle was very during her time, she was very gorgeous and exotic, like, right? Uh for some reason I always women that I always come across, they always easy on the eyes for some reason. I don't know what it is. But they highly spiritual though, which is crazy, right? So Danielle was highly spiritual, easy on the eyes, good personality, beautiful personality during the time, and was a go getter and all of that. So what happened? She started acting funny. She started acting different. So when she stopped talking to me all of a sudden. So, but she wanted to be intimately involved with me for some reason. I'm still green during the time. I'm 34. That was 10 years ago. Fast forward, she just stopped talking to me, and I'm like, why she stopped talking to me? But then I told her I wanted to get into real estate, which I still do. Still want to get into real estate. I have an uncle and mentors that are millionaires and relatives that are millionaires in real estate. I still want to do that too, by the way. Don't I know it sounds like I'm doing a lot, but anyway, I'm going back to the story. Going back to the story. So she started acting real funny. You know what I'm saying? Started acting real funny and stopped talking to me, but she wanted to be intimate with me. And I'm still green during the time, right? I mean, I knew what a succubi was or is, but I didn't realize that's what she was. Get what I'm saying? So I'm telling her what I want to do and telling her how I want to build with her, how I want to do this, and how, I'm taking her serious. Da, 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 da. She stopped talking to me. I'm like, damn, this woman stopped talking to me. What's going on? Right? So next thing I know, I talked to my godfather, and my godfather was like, brother. I was like, yes, sir. He was like, he was like, Ifa says that she is a succubus. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave her alone. You're gonna have to lay low because she had another guy lurking around that wanted her, and I didn't know that. And he was like, this guy, he's bad news, and blah 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 blah. He can do some things to hurt you. And he like, you don't need to be going through that. You got great things to do here. So I was like, all right. I left Danielle alone, and I was saddened by that because I thought I was going to build something with this woman. I thought me and her were going to, be, connecting and start building together. And she just stopped talking to me. That's when I found out what it was. Years later, Danielle was doing real estate. She's successful in real estate. And I remember I told her that's what I wanted to do. She's doing the dang on thing in real estate, and that was what I wanted to do. And I realized right then and there, I can't tell everybody what I'm going to do, all my secrets. When I stopped doing that on here, I don't say too much on here. I say what I'm moving towards, but I don't say what I'm going to do. So that's the story about that part. That part about what I found out. Um, because like I said before, like 2 years ago, I almost passed away. Um, I was in my home, which is the front porch that I'm on right now. I was at home, my wife and kids downstairs. I'm playing my PlayStation 5, and my left arm, I thought it was sleep along my left hand. I thought it was sleep, right? And when you thought, you know how your left hand and your arm fall asleep, it's like it feel like stiff, and it feel like something stab you like with like needles and stuff. That's what I thought. But it was like that for 2 days. I'm like, what's going on? Now this was back in December of like 2 years ago, close to this winter solstice. So the second day I decided to leave. I decided to leave and go to the emergency room. And that's when the nurse called the doctor in, right? And that's when the nurse was saying, "Sir, you're having a stroke. You just hit me that you're having a stroke right now." I didn't know I was having a stroke during that time. So she was like, "Yeah, you're having a stroke." And then I found out after that they had me in the hospital for 2 days. I missed December 25th. I called that Children's Day for my children, not Christmas, but Children's Day. So I missed that time with my family. And I was in solitude for like 3 days. My old phone, I couldn't even call nobody. Nobody couldn't reach me. So that whole time, the ancestors put me in solitude along with the divine. So I couldn't get around like that. I stayed in my room. Then I had to share a room with somebody, and then next thing I know, they told me what it was. They told me that I had type 2 diabetes. They told me that I also had a stroke. They said I had high blood pressure. That was due from stress, and also I was being stalked. Mother Shirley, I came from that stalking too. That came from that stalking, that stress dealing with that stalker that we had, that that I got going on, because they were trying to cast spells on me too. I found that out, which is crazy. Um, and during that time, I'm in the hospital. I'm just laying there, and all I could think about is my family, and think about, why am I here? Why am I in this realm? Why am I here? And that's when I received, my phone was turned on. I got it for some reason. My phone was turned on for a little bit, and my godmother and my godfather's wife, and Ifa, she reached out to me. I told the story before, but I want Beast Magician to hear this. Um, his wife reached out to me, and she was like, "Brother, I'm glad you're doing fine." I'm like, "Yes." She said, "The Creator spared you." I'm like, yes. She said, you have a calling. I said, yes, a huge calling. She said, yes, you do. You've been spared. Now it's time for you to do what you came here to do. But being told that that was like that hit hard. And I'm gonna tell you why. My little children's mom, and I don't share my personal business, but I'm gonna share it with y'all, and I'm gonna share it with you too. Um, my youngest children's mother is not a she's not capable of taking care of my two little ones. I say it right there. I don't want to say nothing negative. She's not capable of taking care of my two little ones. And if anything would have happened to me, my family would take them in, but it wouldn't be the same if their dad wasn't here. I'm very close with my children. All of them. Stepchildren, oldest child. My oldest is 25, 26, y'all. And I'm 44. I probably don't look it, but my oldest is 25, 26. And I'm real close with my kids. I love my kids. And I thought about, damn, they almost lost their father. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And yes, I have a serious calling. I said to her, so I have a serious calling. And she said, yeah, I agree. She said, you have a serious calling. So I told her, I said, well, I gotta help out the people. I gotta do what I gotta. I gotta do what I came here to do. Um, so my health is fine now. Health is fine. That's why I'm trying to be active and being busy, like martial arts, all of that. Keep myself busy. Working on losing weight, working on being better at what I do. So when I get older, I can pass this down to my children, and my children can pass down to my grandchildren. Because I found out that I come from a long line of priestesses and priests. I found that out too. Um, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this channel. That's why I'm doing everything right. I want to do everything right for everybody that I can help out. I know I can't help out everybody, but those that are watching, I can see if I can help you out. Like Mother Shelley, I gotta make sure she get that Reiki because she mentioned Reiki to me 500 times. Like, I want that Reiki. I want that Reiki. I'm like, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So, but she's been patient with me, very patient, because she know that I'm busy. But that's what happened. I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all. And now where we're going to go at with this, we're going to go into another level of consciousness and so on. But I'm here, and I'm thankful every day. That's why I say that every day prayer every morning to the Great Mother, Great Father. But I always say the Great Mother first. Sometimes I just say the Great Mother. But I really want y'all to know that that's where we're going at. I'm going to make sure that I do what I came here to do to help out everybody, to get everybody up and going, so we can get everybody on the right path and do the best way to point the direction and guide on what fit you on your path and what fit you on your journey to be the better version of you, if that make any sense. Because I'm one of the few that really care about the people and don't worry about this, because I'm not worried about that. Trust me. I'm not worried about this. My mind is focused on helping other people. I will get my blessings or blessings, not blessings, but blessings from the divine. And I know that she's gonna protect me and guide me and make sure that I'm fine. She's been doing it so far. So, and by me giving credit to the Great Mother, the more I start to see how I'm being guided, if that make any sense. Instead of saying he, I say she. You get what I'm saying? Because in the beginning it was she, not he. You get what I mean? So therefore, that's why I give all praises to her. That's what the Catholics do. The Catholics pray to a Black Madonna. That's why the Catholics are still in power. Honestly, that's why people that are non-melanated, that are Catholics, they get the things that they want, because they realize that there was her before it was he, that it was she before it was he, that it was a goddess before it was a god. So So therefore, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. If that make any sense. But either or, I just want to let y'all know this Wednesday, I want y'all to have a positive day. And now the goddamn now the pollen won't mess with me. I was coughing up a storm yesterday, so now it's trying to mess with me again. But in all actuality, we really need to focus on bettering ourselves spiritually, going through cleanses and so on, learning how to create a positive atmosphere for ourselves, to create a positive outlet on life so things can manifest our way. That's what we need to focus on. Because a lot of us got too much negativity going our way, and now we got to focus on the positivity. And that deals with transformation of breathing exercises. Like I said, the best way to breathe is to breathe like how a baby breathes. I spoke to one of the brothers yesterday, Larry King Bay, beautiful brother, man. Like he helped me with the breath. He talked about the breath a lot to me, and he said that's why a lot of us are not living properly because of the breath. And I took heed to that. Everything starts with the breath of what he said. So keep that in mind. I'm about to get off here because I'm about to start coughing bad again. I see it. That's why I'm trying to hold it back. Pollen messing with me again. So I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all. I love you all. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. I hate when this stuff happens. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, and if not later on today, I'll probably try to get on here later on today in the house so I can actually speak a little bit more. I'll probably call you. I'll probably get on here a little bit later and finish what I'm talking about because whatever's going on out here in this city is messing with my throat chakra. So I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, peace, love. Hope to the divine. I love you all. Peace.